Is your hay fever actually down to low testosterone? Now, I had a client recently that came to me and he had issues with hay fever. He had issues with allergies, and every single spring and summertime he had to dose himself up on antihistamines and all sorts, which was causing issues with his gut health, and he was not getting anywhere with it. Even though his doctor had done so many different tests, I looked at different symptoms. And he had a little bit of low energy, and he also was waking up during the night as well. And I asked if his sex drive had changed, and he said it was normal, but it is a little bit lower than probably 10 years ago. So we just put it down to aging. Now, his doctor had done a testosterone test. His total testosterone came back okay, but it was just that, the total testosterone. Now, we done a full panel, a full blood count, and we looked at inflammation in his body and his liver function, which was a little bit lower, but his testosterone panel was interesting. His total testosterone was fine. His free testosterone, which is the amount your body can actually utilize, was low. And when we look at the clinical markers of low, we say low is probably, for myself with a client, I want to see it outside of the lower quarter of quote unquote normal. Now, we looked at that, and his SHBG, his sex hormone binding globulin, which is basically what grabs the testosterone and helps take it around the body to be used, was very high. And as I said, his liver enzyme, he had some issues going on there. So what was happening, there was too much bound testosterone grabbing, basically the total testosterone was being grabbed and not being able to use. And your tear ducts actually rely on testosterone as well to help signal them to actually be used. He was getting dry eyes. This was linking in with his hay fever. The doctor thought it was hay fever. It was actually low free testosterone. He's just said this year his hay fever has been pretty much completely gone. His energy is up, he's sleeping through the night, and he's got higher sex drive as well. So if you haven't had a full testosterone panel, have a look into this, especially if you are having hay fever symptoms.